Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Logical Heroes. I'm Mitch, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 2. It's been, I think, at least 2 weeks since I did the last reaction. I've been busy with the other episodes and work and personal stuff and whatnot, which just comes along every once in a while. But I am back, and we're going to be doing a reaction today, and we'll get into everything, because last week's episode I thought was great. But before we do, if you guys want to drop a like and subscribe down below, we greatly appreciate it. Bringing you content all throughout the week. Usually it's me and Trev, but sadly he has already watched Vinland Saga, and that's how I actually got the suggestion, was through him. We also got Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, and Discord in the links if you want to join any of those. You guys can support us on Patreon. You guys get the unedited versions of our videos, and you also get the content a couple days earlier than you would on YouTube. So let's try and go through this a little fast so that we can get right into the reaction and episode. We started off the first episode of the series with a gigantic bang, let's call it. We had the character Thors, which I guess is the main character for now, kind of just hacking people like weeds in a field in a battle on the sea with boats. Vikings. Anyways, it was a great way to start a series, in my opinion, or even just an episode, because it really brought me in right away. And I have a thing for Vikings. I think they're really interesting. I think this is a good story to start off with. And we kind of left off from the battle, and we kind of went into story mode, which was great as well. We met his son. I think his name is Thorfinn. I think that's how you pronounce it. We heard about his kind of dreams of wanting to go onto the sea like his father and whatnot, and he has this want to know more. And I think that's going to come into play throughout the series and stuff like that too, because from spoilers already, I've already seen that maybe he grows up a little bit through the seasons and stuff like that. So his character is gonna be really interesting. His son's Thor's son Thorfinn is gonna be a really interesting character. And then we kind of got into more or less the story of Vinland Saga, where it was somewhere that they explored to, they found it, they came back, and it's somewhere maybe they want to go to again. And then we kind of got pushed into this whole thing about a slave being found from a rival. We're not 100% sure. We don't need to know the story yet of these rival Vikings. And Halfdan, I think that's how you pronounce his name, came back to get his slave back. And surprisingly, Thor said, no, I'll pay you for this slave. I wasn't 100% sure exactly why, because going into it, you kind of have this knowledge of knowing that Vikings are not the greatest for negotiations, and usually it just leads up into battle, and they don't really care much for other people that are not part of their family or their group. And to me, it was very surprising to see this like human side of Thor's, because I was really especially from the beginning where you see him just slicing people up like they're nothing. You're kind of surprised when he has this kind of moment of humanity and decides to save this slave that just kind of fell onto his doorstep. Sadly, though, Halfdan came and wanted him back, like I said, and Thor's paid for him with a bunch of stuff. Animals, money, I can't remember exactly what it was. And after paying for it, the slave dies. So I don't know how his group is going to look at this, especially you saw his daughter at the end crying and yelling at her father for paying for this slave, and then it ended up dying on them, and they had to give a lot for the slave. So it's great that he has this humanity side to him, right? This human emotional side that I'm guessing felt bad for this slave and decided, hey, I'm going to save him by paying for him, and Halfdan left and everything like that, and then later died. Is this gonna make it look like he's weak to the people of his group or his tribe? Is this good? To me, just because of the way I look at Vikings, is that, and especially like watching the show The Vikings, if you have this weakness as a leader, you're gonna get replaced. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what everyone else thinks. We've only seen his family so far and their opinions on what he's done already. But to me, I have this funny feeling maybe someone in the group is going to want to overtake, or maybe they'll start to not think of him as a leader after doing something like this. I'm not 100% sure. This is also anime and not real life. But it's going to be interesting to see how everyone kind of responds to the way that he treated the situation, especially as their leader. So that was basically the whole entire episode. And at the end, we had kind of like a mystery character coming in, the giant square head guy. I don't know. That's what I'm just going to call him for now. I know that's not a great word to describe somebody, but that's how I just look at him, because literally his head is a square. So it's going to be really interesting. So I'm going to stop talking, guys, and let's get right into it. And also the intro for this, the theme song of this show just slaps. Like, it's crazy. I love it every time. I listen to it and never skip. Oh no. He cut his wiener off. Nope, just a stab through the chest. Wow. It is sad but smart all at the same time. You learn from a kid to be a Viking. Oh, this is wild. Imagine just like this is what like boys did as children when I was younger, but we never had wooden weapons like this. Funny. I like this guy, even though we don't really know about his stories and if they're all truly accurate. I do enjoy this guy. See, I have this feeling because of the amount that he wants to go out onto the sea that's where we're headed for. Oh shit. Yeah, when they're holding weapons like that, it's never good. Oh shit. Oh, is it the squarehead guy coming in now? Floki. Oh, Loki. Thor's. Funny. Young Viking. Oh, those are his people. Oh shit. Next spring, holy shit. Maybe that's why there's so many jumps in this show for age. This is a you put the helmet on or you die kind of thing. No, you never want to hear that word when it comes to Vikings. I don't trust this guy. Until he seems so calm and relaxed, this Floki guy, but I do not trust him in the least. And on top of that, what are they gonna do if he starts filleting everyone in the village? Oh shit. These guys are massive too. Oh, okay, good. Okay, I thought he was gonna say no. Now, I know Vikings have a lot of honor and stuff, but could this be a thing where he said, oh, everyone's excited now too, son of a bitch. And look at Thor's. How many years? We're sending Gramps into the battle too. You won't know where the fuck he is anyways. Man, he's eating it, right? I don't think he wants, obviously he doesn't want to go to war, but I think something else is eating him. Shit. I think Thorfinn thinks that he's actually going into this war, which would be crazy if he actually is. He looks like he's 10. Oh boy. Oh no, he found the chest that ended last episode. If he does try it on, or his dad's gonna lose his shit for actually opening the chest. Cool. Oh shit. I'm guessing that's his father? Well, that was a different way of going about it. To think that like he was like this kind of crazed killer back in the day, and this is how he looks at it, especially as a Viking too. Oh, he's so angry that he's not able to go. It's cute and funny all at the same time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this poor monk is about to eat it, my friends. They don't seem to want to mess around at all. Oh, I think they got him. Jesus Christ. Oh, who the hell's this guy? I'm sorry, what? Of course, we ended it with this whole switcheroo kind of thing. We've run into this new character. I can't remember his name again. I'm just going to call him Squarehead until it was Floki. So originally, I thought Floki was actually being nice and giving Thors a chance. Doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know if this has to do with because he didn't take the offer right away, or maybe this was the plan all along. Because the thing is when he started talking about, being a deserter and stuff like that, you kind of... From what I've known, because obviously, like everyone or a lot of people have at least watched the show Vikings, and if you read about Vikings, their honor system is pretty strict, and if you kind of go against the code, usually you don't last very long. So I have a funny feeling this was kind of planned all along, and this isn't something that was done during, or this idea wasn't made up during their conversation of going to war. Which is kind of sad. Now it's kind of all twisted, because really in essence you have a war against the English, which I think is true because we saw at the beginning they killed everybody on the island, and now we have Floki trying to send someone out to go kill Thors, which I don't think is a really good idea. And on top of that, I really don't know how strong Thors' village actually is. Because to me, it seems like there's a lot of young kids, a lot of old people. You don't see many warriors. This Floki character, his army seems to be like the top-notch of top-notch, because they're all standing, watching people be buffoons, basically, throwing axes at Christian monks. And you can just kind of see it as a comparison. They seem to be like fuck around and find out kind of thing. But yeah, a crazy story again. Once again, I've finally seen like Thors is this character, or this Viking, that you really didn't think, or at least I didn't think, that at the beginning of the show he was going to be this like humanitarian kind of person. It's a very interesting take on a Viking, especially like one of the main characters, and it's going to be interesting to see how far he's pushed, because there are people now coming out to kill him, and let's see if he's going to turn back into his old self. So yeah, great episode once again. But before I leave, guys, if you want to drop a like and subscribe down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. Bringing you content all throughout the week with me and Trev. We also got Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, and Discord in the links if you want to join any of those. And until next time, guys, see you later.